Hey Roamers, I'm Jamie.
I'm Linda.
And this is Roaming with Rosie.
Today we're in Cottonwood, Arizona. We're at Dead Horse Ranch State Park, which is right along the Verde River. Several great summer destinations lie about 2 hours north of the sizzling heat in Phoenix, Arizona that you'll want to add to your bucket list. Summer temperatures are 20 to 30 degrees cooler than Phoenix due to the higher elevations of 3,500 to 5,000 feet across the 714 square miles of the Verde Valley. The Verde River, which carved out this valley, is the last free-flowing river in the state of Arizona. It's fed by northern rivers near Williams, Sedona, and Flagstaff. These rivers make the Verde Valley a great place to visit year-round. We enjoyed 2 different RV parks on this trip, and we highly recommend both of them. The new Verde Ranch RV Resort, which is just off Interstate 17, offers tons of amenities and accepted our Passport America membership, making it a really great deal. We'll tell you all about that park in our next episode. This week, we're at Dead Horse Ranch State Park in Cottonwood. Let's just get the explanation of the name out of the way. The story of the park's name begins with the Iries family who came to Arizona looking to buy a ranch in the 1940s. One of the ranches they looked at had a large dead horse lying by the road. After 2 days of looking at ranches, Mr. Iries asked the kids which ranch they liked the best, and the kids said the one with a dead horse. So they chose the name Dead Horse Ranch, and later in the 1970s, when Arizona State Parks acquired it, the Iries made retaining the name a condition of the sale. Dead Horse Ranch State Park Campground is a perfect base camp to see the popular towns of Jerome and Sedona, as well as Tuzigoot National Monument, Montezuma Castle and Well National Monuments, Clarkdale's Verde Canyon Railroad, and so much more. But Dead Horse Ranch State Park has a lot to do there too. We did an easy hike around the lagoons. We don't fish, but the Arizona Game and Fish Department is dedicated to ensuring anglers experience success catching bass, trout, and much more from these beautiful ponds.
I'm gonna lay down right here. You guys come back and get me. Don't drink it.
There's also a robust bass and rainbow trout population in the Verde River that flows through the park. The Game and Fish Department stock both bodies of water through fall, winter, and into the spring. A valid Arizona fishing license is required for anglers 10 and older. There's links in the description below.
What do you think? It's kind of an oasis.
Yeah, it's really, now that we've found where the rest of the lagoons are, this is really a nice place. All these cottonwood trees. Middle of the week, all you have is people doing their walk, some people fishing, and some people just sitting here reading books. Not a lot of people here, but it's really nice.
Horseback riding is popular here too, and Trail Horse Adventures is located inside the park. While we were exploring the lagoons, we saw a group of riders coming back from the Outlaw Trail Ride. They offer several types of rides, and we have more information for you in the description.
A little ranch out in Camp Verde during the Depression, and they raised turkeys.
Kayaking, canoeing, tubing, and stand-up paddleboarding along the Verde River can be awesome. It isn't a controlled river, so you need to check conditions. There's portions that are a nice, easy float and portions with some dangerous rapids as well. I've run this river a few times. The first time I would recommend going with one of the river adventure companies. We like Sedona Adventure Tours. They'll make sure that you have a safe and fun time on the river. I had my only serious kayaking incident on this river, ending up upside down and wedged between boulders. I had a life vest on and was able to get out and pop up to the top due to that, and I always wear one now. But if you want to use your own kayak, they do offer shuttle service as well. One of the things we like best about staying at public campgrounds like state parks, national parks, county parks, city parks is because there's usually so much space between your rig and the next one. There may not be swimming pools and dog parks and all that, but you're a lot more in nature, and the space between each of the camp spots is usually a lot more. So just for instance, this is the one across from us. So there's all that space between these two sites. So that's why we really like to stay in public campgrounds if we can. We could only stay through Friday because it was already booked for the weekend. So we are going to an RV resort. So yeah, it has amenities, swimming pool, activities, all of that kind of stuff. But we didn't come out here for that. We came out here to see the area, to hike, and to be out in nature. So. From our campsite, we were able to enjoy watching the coos deer come through at dusk. They're virtually silent as they come through, so you have to keep a watch out if you want to see one. Dead Horse Ranch State Park is popular for all types of camping. Any of the sites can accommodate large motorhomes like Rosie, as well as truck and trailer rigs up to 65 feet. Most include potable water and 30-50 amp service. Generators are prohibited. The restroom facilities are ADA accessible, they have hot water and showers, and are free to registered campers. The stay limit is 14 nights in a 30-day period. The park is often sold out in the spring and fall, so it's a good idea to reserve early or check availability online, or even just call a few days in advance. We'll put a link down in the description. Sites with electricity are $30 to $35 per night, and $20 per night for sites without electricity. If you don't have an RV or tent and you still want this experience, there's 8 one-room log camping cabins. They have electricity, water, heating, and cooling, but the furnishings vary between them. The fee is $60 per night.
We're going to be doing a hike. It's called the Blackhawk Loop. Is that what it's called?
Blackhawk Trail Loop, yeah.
Blackhawk Trail Loop. It's
because it's a loop.
Right. Goes around and you end up at the same spot. You don't have to go in and back out. You're going in a circle.
That'd be a loop.
That's what's called a loop.
This one was really highly recommended as a good birding trail, so we hope to see a lot of birds. Not that we'll know what they are, but as we figure out what they are, we'll put it as a caption underneath, right?
Yeah, we'll put a caption. Basically saying what kind of bird it is, if we can find out what kind of bird it is. We're not birders, so we don't know.
But we want to be.
You want to be. I'm not really big on birds. Birds are cool, but I'm not a birder.
By the way, all that strange noise that you heard a second ago was not a unique bird. It was Dexter. He's happy now. He's walking.
Yeah, he's birding.
These are wild raspberries. This is really nice and shady. Reminds me of Florida, except there's no alligators. So this is all sponsored by the Autobahn. Again,
The Autobahn.
the Auto with a D. Nobody's driving around here.
We can come out and drive as fast as we want around here.
No, we can't do that here either. But hoping
Oh, we're not in Germany, that's why.
No, we're not in Germany.
Okay.
Oh, it's really pretty in here.
The Sherwood Forest.
These are cottonwoods right here.
Those were cottonwoods, they were the smaller ones.
So this is the cotton. That's the cotton that these trees shed. And then it flies all around.
That's where the Headless Horseman is hiding. From Sleepy Hollow. Wow, see that bird? Black, no, black with the white wings, that's cool. Like that's pretty cool.
Like that? Oh yeah, it says we can go ahead and take the other trail. So it continues to Willow Point Loop. Blackhawk Loop is 1.8 miles, and when you get to a certain point in it, there's an additional little loop that's Willow Creek, which is just perfect for us, especially since it's so shady here. This is just really nice to do a little bit longer.
It adds another half mile.
So does he.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny.
We
They're the same proportions.
to the side and let them go.
Yeah. It might be the short dogs.
Yeah.
That was funny. We just encountered a couple who pulled off the trail right when we pulled off the trail, because Dexter's not necessarily nice to other dogs he finds on the trail. Well, evidently that little dog had short dog syndrome also.
Yeah.
It's about the same proportions, which is pretty funny.
They're like Joe Pesci, they have bad attitude.
So that was pretty funny. We encountered another big short dog that doesn't get along well.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make a little detour off the trail here to get down to this creek that we can hear. Anytime you find water in Arizona's desert, it's always something worth celebrating and checking out. Oh, how pretty. Look at him, he's trying so hard. Please, Dad, let me in. Over there where it's flowing. Happiness is a wet puppy. I would highly recommend this trail.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
really,
it's like a little leisure walk through a park or whatever, but there's a lot of neat stuff to see.
it's just really peaceful, and
Lots of shade, no switchbacks. It's just kind of a flat trail.
I mean, it's more of a meditative trail. There's
Yeah.
hardly anyone here. And Dexter loves it. Hi, Dex. What you see? What happened?
It's too hot on his feet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's too hot on his feet.
He looks like he's acting more like he got bit.
No, it's too hot on his feet.
Well, I've got his shoes in your pack. Okay, you got your shoes on now. That'll be a little better. We'll get you a drink of water. You stand in your bowl. You're better now. You got your shoes on. Yeah. Okay. We got shoes on. All better. Found some big water here, so I don't know if this is part of Oak Creek. I know it's not the Verde River, so it must be part of Oak Creek, or don't know. We'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
There's a bridge over there. Kids are playing. Pretty nice. And Dexter's got his shoes on, so he can't go in the water right now. Plus, that's very deep water.
Yeah.
That's deep water. That needs like kayaking.
Maybe we found a new kayaking spot.
From our campsite, we can see the old mining town of Jerome sitting atop Cleopatra Hill, a perfect day trip from here. United Verde mining operations began there in 1883, and it quickly became a boomtown. The population of this small hilltop peaked at 15,000 in the 1920s, but by 1953, the mines were closed. We first went there in the 80s. Most buildings were exactly as they'd been left when the mines closed. You could look in dusty windows and see the furniture piled up inside, and a few original cafes were still hanging on. Today, Jerome is a bustling town that attracts lots of tourists anxious to see the town once known as the wickedest town in the West. It now boasts over 30 working art studios and galleries, museums, friendly bars, breweries, wineries, and shops, along with a couple of haunted hotels and a state historical park. And we think it's absolutely worth the hype. If you're staying in the area, you should definitely check it out. On our last episodes, we showed you some of our favorite trails and some history in Sedona. And on an upcoming episode, we'll be switching campgrounds for an RV resort and checking out some more great places in the Verde Valley of Arizona. We hope you enjoyed roaming with Rosie today. For more information on the places featured in this episode, check out the links in the video description, as well as products and equipment we use and recommend. We sometimes do receive a small commission when you use our links for purchases, which is a great way at no additional cost to you to help offset some of our production costs. Thank you so much for watching and sharing our videos and subscribing to Roaming with Rosie. We'd love to hear from you and encourage your comments and questions. Until next time, see ya!